Dogs may be man's best friend, but let's be honest, they also do some of the strangest things. From chasing their tails to staring at walls like they've seen a ghost. These quirky behaviors often leave us scratching our heads. But here's the shocking truth. Every weird action your dog does has a hidden meaning, and sometimes it reveals more about their instincts, emotions, and even their health than you could ever imagine. Today, we're uncovering 12 weird dog behaviors that have a shocking meaning, and trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at your furry friend the same way again. So, grab your pup, get comfy, and let's dive in. Number 1. Tail chasing. When a dog spins in circles, chasing its own tail, most people laugh and think it's just goofy play. But this behavior can actually reveal much deeper layers. Puppies often do it while learning about their own bodies. It's a discovery game. However, in adult dogs, tail chasing can mean boredom, pent-up energy, or even stress. It's their way of creating excitement when nothing else is stimulating them. In some cases, it can even signal allergies or irritation around their tail area, like a flea bite. If a dog chases its tail too often, it may be developing a compulsive habit, similar to a human nail-biting addiction. So next time you see it, don't just laugh. Check if your dog needs more playtime, a health check, or just a break from monotony. It's their silent way of saying, something's off in my world. Number 2. Staring at walls. Dogs staring blankly at a wall looks creepy, almost ghostly. But behind this odd habit lies real meaning. Sometimes dogs have sharper senses than humans and might be picking up faint sounds inside the walls, like pests, water pipes, or electrical humming. Other times, staring into space can signal confusion, especially in older dogs, hinting at canine cognitive decline, similar to dementia in humans. But it's not always negative. Some dogs simply enter a trance state, almost meditating, where they zone out to self-soothe. If it happens rarely, it's harmless. But if your dog constantly fixates on walls, it could be neurological, or even a cry for more engagement. This strange stare is often misunderstood, but it's actually a subtle way your dog shows you how deeply their senses and emotions interact with their environment. Number 3. Head tilting. That adorable head tilt when you speak to your dog isn't just for cuteness. It's loaded with meaning. Dogs tilt their heads to adjust their ears and eyes, helping them understand sound direction and even read facial cues better. It's like they're fine-tuning their radar to catch every detail of what you're saying. Studies suggest head tilting may also be linked to empathy. Dogs do it more when hearing familiar or emotional words. For some, it's also linked to intelligence, since problem-solving dogs tilt more often when processing commands. So, when your dog tilts his head, it's not just worthy. It's proof that your dog is actively trying to connect, analyze, and understand you on a deeper level. That simple tilt is your dog's way of saying, I'm listening. I'm with you. Keep talking. Number 4. Carrying toys to bed. When dogs grab their favorite toy and drag it to their sleeping spot, it's more than just cuteness. This weird ritual often comes from their ancestral instincts of guarding prized possessions. In the wild, wolves often carried food or prey to safe resting spots. For modern dogs, toys become emotional stand-ins for prey or comfort objects. It's also a bonding behavior. Your dog might bring toys to bed because they smell like you, and keeping them close feels safe. Some even act like parents to stuffed animals, showing nurturing instincts. This tiny bedtime habit reveals just how emotionally layered dogs are. It's not just about play, it's about protection, safety, and sometimes even love. Number 5. Eating grass. Many owners panic when they see their dogs munching on grass, but this behavior carries hidden wisdom. Dogs don't eat grass for food. They use it as a self-medicating tool. Sometimes they eat it to make themselves vomit and clear an upset stomach. Other times, it's a natural fiber craving that helps digestion. Some dogs also chew grass when they feel anxious, almost like humans chewing gum to relax. What's shocking is how instinctively dogs know what their bodies need, without being told. If it happens occasionally, it's harmless. But frequent grass eating might signal dietary imbalances. So, instead of scolding your dog, pay attention. Your dog might be teaching you something about natural healing. Number 6. Hiding under beds. When dogs sneak under beds, couches, or tables, it's not always fear. It's often about security. Enclosed spaces feel like a safe den, reminding them of their wild ancestors' shelters. Dogs hide when storms come, when guests overwhelm them, or even when they're feeling unwell. It's their way of creating a mini fortress where the world can't touch them. Some dogs even use hiding as a coping mechanism for anxiety or overstimulation. It may look odd, but to your dog, that dark, quiet space is therapy. Recognizing this behavior can help owners provide safer, calmer environments without forcing them out of their sanctuary. Number 7. Spinning before sleeping. That strange circling before lying down isn't random. It's written in your dog's DNA. Wild canines spun around to flatten grass, scare off snakes, and test the ground's safety before resting. Modern dogs no longer need to prepare a bed in the wild, but the behavior persists as a genetic memory. It also helps them find the coziest position, regulating body temperature and marking their scent. What looks like wasted energy is actually centuries of survival instinct playing out in your living room. It's a small but powerful reminder that every dog carries ancient history inside their everyday habits. Number 8. Paw on you. When your dog rests its paw on your leg, chest, or hand, it's not always begging, it's communication. Dogs use this gesture to claim connection, like saying, "You're mine." Sometimes it's comfort-seeking, other times it's reassurance, almost like a hug. It can also be dominance-related, but most often it's affection. Interestingly, dogs that do this frequently are often more emotionally dependent on their owners, showing how deeply they trust you. So when that paw lands on you, don't just think of it as neediness. It's your dog's most silent, heartfelt way of saying, "I need you right here." Number 9. Howling at sirens. When dogs howl at sirens, alarms, or instruments, it's not random noise, it's ancestral memory. Wolves howl to communicate across vast distances, and sirens mimic that pitch. To your dog, a passing ambulance sounds like another pack howling in the distance, and they join in instinctively. But sometimes, dogs howl not out of fear, but as an emotional echo, like singing along. It's part communication, part bonding, part instinct. And while it may annoy neighbors for your dog, it's a powerful expression of identity that connects them back to their wild roots. Number 10. Leaning on you. Dogs leaning their full body weight against you might seem clingy, but it's actually deep trust. This behavior mimics pack animals leaning into each other for warmth, protection, and reassurance. Leaning is often a dog's way of grounding themselves emotionally, especially in moments of stress or fatigue. For shy or insecure dogs, leaning shows vulnerability. They're literally putting their weight and safety into your care. It's a living, breathing hug. Number 11. Barking at nothing. Dogs barking at thin air often spook owners, but this behavior isn't meaningless. Dogs have sharper hearing and smell, picking up things humans miss, like distant animals, faint footsteps, or unfamiliar scents. Sometimes it's also stress-related, where barking becomes an outlet for pent-up anxiety. In rare cases, older dogs with cognitive decline bark at nothing because their perception changes. To us it looks bizarre, but to them, they're reacting to a world we simply can't perceive. Number 12. Licking air. When a dog licks the air, it looks almost like they're tasting invisible food. But this weird action is often linked to calming themselves down. Dogs lick air when anxious, excited, or anticipating food. It's also tied to their powerful sense of smell. The act helps push scents towards special receptors in their mouth. In some cases, frequent air licking can even indicate nausea or dental discomfort. While it looks silly, it's actually one of the most overlooked ways dogs communicate their internal state. Dogs are far more complex than we often realize. Behind every spin, stare, or howl is a story, a piece of ancient instinct, an emotional signal, or even a cry for help. The next time your dog does something weird, remember, it's not random. It's communication. And if you listen closely, you'll understand your best friend on a much deeper level. Which of these behaviors have you seen in your dog? Drop your answer in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit that like button Subscribe for more eye-opening pet insights, and give your furry friend an extra treat today. After all, they're always trying to tell you something. You just have to know how to listen.